Hey guys, Amy here with Leap of Faith Crafting, and in this Cricut Design Space video, we are going to be talking about text. So, text is probably the main thing I use a lot, and if you're going to personalize things, then it's something that you need to know how to use. So, text is over here on the left-hand side when you're on a canvas here, and you just click on the text function, and a box comes up, and then we are just going to type in, let's say, welcome. Okay, so when you first type a text, it will have the box, the typing box around it. So if I still needed to change it, it still has my cursor blinking there. So I can. And then when I click off of it, it goes into my selection. So I know this is selected because it has the box around it. And these corner boxes, what they do is you can drag them. You'll see that that arrow kind of comes up, and I can drag this to make it bigger, and it will stay proportionate to each other. As I drag it here, I can also drag it down, drag it across, but it holds kind of the size, I guess, of the box. So if you want to make things like disproportionate to each other, you can come up here and click on this lock. You see right now how it's locked right here, but if I click the unlock button, then I can change these and squeeze them in, do all sorts of things to them so they're not proportionate to each other anymore. Okay, so that's a way that you can change the text size. You can also just come in here and use the arrow buttons and click up and down on the height and the width. And then once you want them to stay how they kind of are proportionate like this, you can lock it back together. Okay, so you can change them that way. You can also come down and change the font size here and make it bigger and smaller on the point size. Okay, you can also change the letter space in here. So this is the space in between each individual letters, and you can make that smaller or bigger. The line space, that is when we have two lines of text. So if I went in here to go in and change this, I'm going to double click on it, and you'll see how that comes up. Then I'm going to use my arrow key to actually go to the end of it, and we will type in a second line there. Okay, so this is where like the line space would come in. If you want to keep everything in the same text box, we can decrease the line space, and you can see how those go closer to each other. Okay, and then you can also use the alignment tool if you want them both to the left aligned, to the right top. You can see right there, and it has the wrap on and off. So if you want it to keep going outside of the box, you can turn the wrap off here if you want. We're going to keep them at center there. Okay, and then under the advanced, you can ungroup to the letters or ungroup to the lines. So if you want to change the lines individual of each other, you can go in there and ungroup it. And then if I want to ungroup to the letters, to say make the H bigger, maybe even rotate these a little bit. So to rotate them, you can either use this rotating up here and change the degrees, or if you kind of hover around that corner there, you'll see how my arrow changed to that kind of round thing for the arc, and then you can rotate things like this. So this just gives you the ability to really customize things. If you want to move things around, make things bigger, things like that. Okay, so all of this, we've just been using the basic default font. So to change the font, we're going to come up here into the font right here. And once you click that, you'll see a whole bunch pop up. So they have them separated into the Cricut ones. These are the ones that are included with Cricut Access or that you can purchase. And you'll see over here, if they have the green little A, that means they are included with Access. And then it says how much they are. So you just need to purchase them one time, and then you have them. And then, and again, you can change your language if you want. And then they have the system one. So the system are ones that you've installed into your computer uploaded from different sites. And on the next video, we're going to go through how to do that, where to find them, how to upload them, things like that. And you can see since the last update, since they did this, it shows the fonts, but it only shows them on ones that I've uploaded since then. So it doesn't show what they look like. So that's why these are all blank here. And you can see that I've just uploaded a few since the last update right there. Okay, there's also an option to bookmark them. And then, so these are, say you have your favorite, if you want to come in and say, or use it during one of your projects, because you forget, well, if you're like me, you forget what the name of the font is a lot. So I can come in and say I'm using About Love, and this is one of my favorites. I can click over here, and you can say, see it turns green, so it bookmarks it. And then, so if I want to go into my bookmarks, and these are all ones that I have bookmarked as my favorite ones. And so you can see that it's right here, About Love. So that just kind of condenses it down if you have, a few favorites that you like. Because if you are a font lover like I am, then you have thousands, which I do. So again, you can go in between those. And then there's the option of kerned. And kerned just means, and you can click on this, and this really pertains to script fonts. So it will combine the letters together with the optimal spacing. So a couple years ago in Design Space, they didn't have this. So when you brought in like a script letter, they'd all be apart, and you'd have to decrease the space between them and change them and do them all that stuff. But now they have the option of only doing kerned fonts. So if you're in here and don't see a font you have, you can always take that off and it will add more fonts. But I always leave it on. It's just easier to work with those type of fonts that will automatically be how they should be. Okay, so I think I selected that one. So then when we select it, it turns it into that cute font right there. Okay, so again, I can make it bigger like this. The one thing you will notice with the script fonts is when they come in, you have these overlaps right here. So anytime you see these lines, Cricut will cut those. So if you have a script font, the main thing you want to make sure before you cut it is that we weld it together. And when you weld, it means that everything becomes one continuous cut. Okay, so we have this in here. Say this is exactly how I want it, because once you weld it, you can't undo it. So if I wanted to ungroup these, to letters and change a size, things like that, I can do that. But once I have it exactly how I want it, I'm going to select it all, which for me, I just use my cursor and drag it over. As long as you're over everything, it doesn't have to be the whole letter, but as long as you're kind of crossed over it, it will pick all of it up. And then I'm going to come down into the combine and click on it. And this is where the weld is now. So I'm going to click on weld. And you'll see that now everything is welded. Those lines right there disappear. Say if we just clicked, if you just click attach, that means it kind of just freezes it and it will be there when you cut it out, but it still won't be continuous. So you need to make sure that you click on the weld button for the script fonts. Okay, so say we're going to make something, I don't know, a little bit funky here. So I'm going to drag these together, and up here just click on group. So now they will stay together when they're a group. They won't cut like this, but they just stay together for the purposes of the software. So I will show you if you want to cut them, keep it exactly how it is. Say we want to do, I'm going to unlock this. So I can make this kind of longer like this. Say we want to do something like this, and we want it to cut out, we're going to cut it out of vinyl, something like that. And we want it to keep it exactly like this, kind of like taking a picture of it. We want it like this. I'm going to select all of it. So I can either come up here to the select all and click on this, and it opens it. I can also, again, use my cursor, drag over it, and it selects it. I can also come over here, click on this, hold my shift key down and click on this, and it selects it all. So a couple different options that you can do that to select things. And then I'm going to come down here, and this is where I'm going to hit the attach because I want it to kind of freeze in place. It's going to cut exactly like that. Okay, so actually let me go back, and I'm going to detach this. That's one of the nice things that Cricut has updated. We can detach, so we can go back, and I'm actually going to duplicate this. So I want to show you kind of the difference. If I duplicate this, and we're going to turn this one that's purple. Okay, so right now this one is just grouped. We're going to put this one down here, and up here we are going to click the attach. Okay, so this one is attached, and this one, we're actually going to go back and say group this one together. Okay, so when we go to make it, you'll notice that this gray one that we attached is exactly how we wanted it. I kind of took a picture and froze it in place. But our purple one, this one was welded, so it stayed in place. But the home, they kind of put it to save space. So it's just on the mat in a kind of a space saver mode. So it doesn't keep it how you're wanting it. If you're cutting this out of cardstock, that's probably fine because the home is not connected to each other and you just need those letters. But if you're cutting it out of vinyl and you're going to put it on a tile or a piece of wood or even on a t-shirt out of iron-on vinyl, then you want it to click that attach so it's just like it is. So the text is great to come in, if you want to personalize something and add someone's name to it. And again, you can come in here and I'm going to go into my system ones and we're just going to change it. Even though this is a block letter font, if I want it exactly like this to like personalize, if I'm going to cut it out of vinyl, something like that I want it this way, I'm going to come in and attach this one. So again, that's like the home. If I don't attach this, it might switch it around, so it saves the space like it did with those HOME letters. But if I attach it just like this, it's going to cut just like that. Okay. And some of the fonts, if you go into style, some of them, especially if they're Cricut fonts, they might have italic or bold or something like that. And that is where this is. And then again, if you want to change the colors so they cut on different mats, you will click on the color button up here and you can change that. Okay, so I hope that gives you kind of a basic understanding of using text and things like that. And in our next video, I'm going to show you where and how to upload fonts that you can find for free online to use in Design Space. Okay, have a great day.